Welcome to Estonian Cricket Weekly. I am Ragne Hallik. Before we start, don't forget to like the video, subscribe and share it with your friends to help us spread Estonian cricket to the world. This week we had the finals for both divisions in the Men's Indoor League, plus a championship deciding doubleheader in the Women's League. Let's start with the men's match reviews. Match 1 was the Division 2 final between Viking Stars and Mustamäe Bulls. Vikings won the toss and elected to bowl first. Pair 1 for Bulls, Ankur and Gopi, were held to just 14 runs. This trend was to continue, with tight bowling and fielding by Vikings restricting pair 2 and 3 for Bulls to 13 runs. Pair 4, Arsalan and Olin, did slightly better, scoring 20, but the Vikings would have been the happier team going into the break, with Bulls finishing on 60 runs. Best batter for Bulls was Arsalan with 18 runs. Best bowler for Vikings was Sakib with 2 for 13. The Vikings' first pair of Badrol and Hadi got off to a good start, scoring 23 runs. Pair 2, Noman and Sakib, kept the scoreboard ticking with another 23. When pair 3 of Rupam and Shahid scored 30, the Vikings were almost home, just needing to avoid wickets in the pair 4. Shahnawaz and Tausif came out with the defence in mind, and despite only scoring 7 runs for the pair, they did exactly what was needed to hand the Vikings a 23-run win and the 2023 Men's Indoor Division 2 title. Best batter for Vikings was Rupam with a fantastic 42 runs. Best bowler for Bulls was Olin with 2 for 12. Player of the match was Rupam for his 42 runs and 2 for 17 with the ball. Congratulations to Viking Stars, who will join Division 1 for the next indoor season. Match 2 was Division 1 final between Tallinn Stallions and Tartu Wolves. Stallions batted first, and pair 1 of Arsalan and Shishan were explosive, punishing the Wolves bowlers on their way to a pair score of 60. Pair 2, Ankur and Pranay, continued to pile on the runs, adding 37. Pair 3, Aditya and Gopi, were also going well until fantastic 8th over from the Wolves saw them lose 4 wickets, taking their pair score to 19. The final pair of Rifak and Zahan put Stallions firmly on the top, scoring 39 and taking the final total to 155. Best batter for Stallions was Zishan with 27 runs. Best bowler for Wolves was Akib with 2 for 16. Wolves needed to score just under 40 per pair, but pair 1 of Ali Raza and Danielle could only add 18 runs thanks to tight bowling from the Stallions. Pair 2, Akib and Asif, also struggled, adding just 14 runs. Ali Masood and Shahnawaz did their best to up the scoring rate for pair 3, but wickets cost them dearly, leaving their pair score on 27 and a total on 59. The final pair needed to score 97 runs. Danielle and Asif tried hard, scoring a fantastic 49 runs, but it was always going to be too big of an ask. Wolves finished on 108 to give the Stallions a 47-run victory and the Division 1 title. Best batter for Wolves was Danielle with 20 runs. Best bowler for Stallions and the player of the match was Zishan for his 27 runs and 2 for 16. Congratulations to Tallinn Stallions, 2023 Men's Indoor Division 1 champions. In the Women's Indoor League, Penguins and Saaremaa met each other in a doubleheader that would decide who would be the Spring Women's League 2023 champions.
In Game 1, Penguins batted first. Pair 1, Katarina and Laima, got off to a flying start, scoring 27 and putting Penguins on top. The second pair of Ritika and Shamali added a solid 14 runs, losing just 1 wicket. The final pair of Geetma and Deepa lost a wicket off their first ball, but recovered to add 16 runs to the final total of 57. Best batter for Penguins was shared between Laima and Shamali with 5 runs each. Best bowler for Saaremaa was Anna Marie with 1 for 9. Saaremaa got off to a steady start. Opening pair of Anna Marie and Milvi scored 17 runs. Pair 2, Surly and Amy, lost 2 wickets and were restricted to just 6 runs. Pair 3, Victoria and Miriam, needed a massive score to win, and the big-hitting Victoria started strongly, hitting 2 sixes in the first over. However, further attempts at maximums fell short, as instead of the wall, she found Laima, who caught her out twice. The Penguins took 3 wickets to put Saaremaa out of contention, and they finished on 35 runs, giving Penguins a 22-run win. Best batter for Saaremaa was Victoria with 14 runs. Best bowler for Penguins and player of the match was Laima with 1 for 12 and 2 catches. Match 2 saw Saaremaa bat first. Anna-Marie and Bianca got the innings started with a solid 19 runs. Pair 2 of Surley and Milvey helped the score along, and they added 13 runs to take the total to 32. Saaremaa was once again looking for a big finish from Victoria and Miriam, but a devastating first over from Geetma saw them lose 4 wickets. They did well to bring their pair score back to 0, leaving Saaremaa on a final score of 32. Best batter for Saaremaa was Anna-Marie with 5 runs. Best bowler for Penguins was Geetma for her fantastic 4 wickets for just 6 runs. The Penguins' chase started well, with pair 1 of Laima and Katarina scoring an excellent 26 runs. Pair 2, Ritika and Shamali, kept the runs flowing, adding 17 to take the score to 43. The last pair of Geetma and Deepa just needed to avoid losing runs, and they were up to the task, defending well. They lost just 1 wicket and added 7 runs to take the final score to 50, giving Penguins an 18-run win. Best batter for Penguins was shared between Laima and Ritika. Best bowler for Saaremaa was Milvey with 1 for 10. Player of the match was Geetma for her brilliant bowling. These results see Penguins with an unbeatable lead at the top of the table, and thus become winners of the Women's Indoor League Spring 2023. This week is the final 2 matches in the Women's Indoor League Spring 2023 edition. Saaremaa and Tallinna will play a double-header, and as Penguins wrapped up the title last week, the 2 teams are playing for second place. Saaremaa have been victorious in all previous meetings between these 2 sides. However, Tallinna have improved with each game, and the last time these sides met, Saaremaa won by only 7 runs, despite Tallinna being short 1 player. I'm tipping 1 win for each side.
In April, we have a couple of training courses available. On the 15th, there is an ECB ACO Ampere Stage 2 course. And on the 29th, there will be an ECB ACO Introduction to Scoring course. Both are in Tallinn, and if you are interested in either course, contact operations at estoniancricket.com. At the end of every episode, I will teach you how we say a cricket term in Estonian. This week's word is for ball, pall. Ball in Estonian is pall. Aitäh vaatamast ja kohtume järgmisel nädalal! Thanks to our sponsors, HML Project Management, Nordcon Beton and sportsbet.io for their continued support of cricket in Estonia.